Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first video, hi, I'm Alaina, and this is The Organized Money, where we talk about planning life and managing money. In today's video, we are going to talk about the 7 questions that you should ask yourself to pick the right planner. So I have gotten this question so many times. How do I know how to select the right planner for me? How do I know if this planner is going to work for me? So today I'm gonna give you 7 questions that you should ask yourself. Write these questions down, answer these before you select the planner that you're going to use. So let's go ahead and get started. The very first question that you should be asking yourself is, what areas do I need to plan? Before you select the planner, you really need to figure out what areas are most important to you. What areas are you trying to plan? I talked about this in my past video on life categories. If you didn't see that one, I will link it above. In that video, I did share my 12 life categories. Now, I started off with 10 sections in my planner, but I did have to condense down to 5 sections, and I talked about that in a past video just because of all of the different things that's going on in my life currently. However, you need to decide what are the core areas that you need to be planning right now. Once you're able to set up your core planning areas and your goals, it will make it so much easier for you to select the right planner for you. I knew that I needed my planner to be able to cover my personal life, my work life, my budget, my church, and my personal development. So that's why I decided to go with a disc-bound system that I could have all of these areas in. But you need to really think about, what are the areas that you need to plan? What are the areas that you want to see on a consistent basis within a planning system? This will help you to first decide and to narrow down the types of planners that are out there for those particular areas. Because if you decide to use a digital calendar to schedule all of your appointments and meetings, and you don't need your planner for that, but you do decide that you need it for your budget, then you may be looking for something that is completely different from any other system that is out there that's related to life planning. You would only be looking specifically for budget planning. So it's ideal to write down all of the areas that you first want to plan so that you know exactly what you're looking for. The second question that you need to ask yourself is, do you need to customize or change your planner often? So if you've been around my channel for any amount of time, then you know that I change my planner very, very often. I love to switch out my inserts. I love to add different things within my planner. I love to try different things and experiment. And this is why I have selected the type of planner that I have, where it is easily customizable. I use a disc-bound system because I love to be able to take out the pages and add the pages back in, because that fits my lifestyle, since I love to change my planner so often to fit my life. But if you know that you are a creature of habit and you're not going to switch out your planner often, then you may want to stick with one style. You may want to get a spiral bound planner or a bound planner, because you know you're not going to change it up and you're just going to use it as it comes. I know for some people, having the ability to customize actually hinders them from using their planner. So if that's you and that could possibly hinder you, then you may want to go with another type of system where you don't have to customize. It already comes as needed. But knowing yourself and knowing how you need to see your planner in order to use it is super helpful when you are selecting a planner. When I have been in spiral bound planners in the past, I found myself leaving the planner within the middle of the year. I would use it for a couple of months and then I would fall off and stop using the planner. And I couldn't figure out why, but it's because I kept changing my mind and I kept wanting to switch things around, and I couldn't because it was a spiral bound planner. So once I switched over to disc bound, it made it much easier for me to customize as I need to. Every month, every couple of months, I might change up my planner, but I am still using my planner because I am able to customize. So you really need to think about that question. Do you like to customize? If it's something that you feel like you may need to do, then make sure that you're selecting a planner that is customizable. The third question that you need to ask yourself is, how do you need to see your day? So there are a bunch of different layouts that are out there for planners, and you really need to decide, how do you like to see your day? What will help you be the most productive? For me, it is the hourly planner. I do love to plan each and every hour of my day. I love to list everything out by time so that I know everything that is coming up. However, if you like to see your planner by to-do list, then you may want to have a vertical layout where you're able to lay out all of the things that you need to do throughout the course of your day. If you like to see the things that you need to do one day at a time, maybe seeing the entire week is a little too overwhelming for you, then you could get a daily planner where you're only able to see that one day on an entire page. But knowing how you like to see your day does help you to select the right planner for you. Once I started using the hourly planner, I have stuck to this style for the past 4 years. This one definitely works for me, even if I have another section that is dedicated to daily planning or list making. I do have a to-do section here as well where I can kind of brain dump anything that is coming up. But when it comes down to planning my day or planning my week, I use the hourly planner because it best suits the way that I love to see my day. Now, if you have a 9 to 5 where a big chunk of your time is dedicated just to working on your job, you may not want to use the hourly spread because you may feel as though it's redundant. You will have a large block of time that is dedicated to one particular area of your life. So you may not feel like you need this particular style, but once again, you could use horizontal, you could use dashboard, you could use a vertical planner to where you are listing out all of your to-dos in the way that you like to see them. But knowing your layout, knowing the style that you like, and trying out different styles definitely will help you to figure out what planner is best for you. The fourth question that you need to ask yourself is, where will you use this planner? Will you use it at home? Will you use it on the go? I feel like this question really helps you best when it comes down to size of your planner. If you are an on-the-go person and you like to carry small bags, then having an 8.5 by 11 letter size planner won't work for you, mainly because whenever you need your planner on the go, you won't have it. Now, I am a bigger style planner. I do use a letter size planner, but I also carry big bags. I love to carry bigger bags because I love to carry my planner around with me. Now, you could also have a bigger style planner and then decide that you're not going to carry it around with you. You may decide to use your phone while you're on the go and then add the information back into your planner once you get back to it. But thinking that process through of when you're actually going to use your planner will help you to pick the best planner for you. The fifth question that you need to ask yourself is, what's your goal for planning? So there are so many reasons why people will use a planner. Do you want to be productive and actually get a bunch of things done? Do you want to have a decorative hobby? Is this a stress reliever for you? What is the reason or the goal behind your planning? My overall goal is productivity. So as you can see, I have certain areas of my planner where I don't have any stickers at all because the ultimate goal of my planner is productivity. I want to make sure that I am getting things done, but I do know some decorative planners out there where their goal is not to have a functional planning system. It is to actually decorate and stress relief and have it be their one top hobby that they love to do. So you need to really think it through. Are you a functional planner? Are you a decorative planner? Or are you a little bit of both? You may have one area of your life where you are super functional. Let's say it is your work life. You have one particular area where you are trying to accomplish a goal, and with that area alone, you are trying to get something done. And then you could have a decorative area where you are decorating and having fun, and it's a hobby for you, and that is something else that you do with your planning. But making that decision of what area is which and what style you may need for what you're trying to accomplish with your planner, the goal of your planning, is a great way to kind of figure that out before you actually select your planner. So my planning system is a super functional system. Basically, every area in my planner is dedicated to functional planning. I have specific specific goals in each area where I am trying to get something done. And so that is the goal of my planner. However, like I said, yours could be all functional, it could be all decorative, it could be a little bit of both, but you do need to think through that process of what's your goal for planning before you pick the planner for you. The sixth question that you need to ask yourself is, what extras will you need with your planner? So basically, all planning systems have extras or different things that you will need in order to make the planning experience easier for you. So for instance, with my planner, I do have tabs. I have side tabs, I have top tabs, I have bottom tabs. This just makes it really easy for me to flip through my planner. I can easily get to where I want to go within my planner. The other thing that makes my planning really easy is the type of pen I use. I use the Papermate InkJoy 0.7 pen. It writes really smoothly on the paper, which means that I am able to write really easily within my planning system, and it makes it easier for me to actually stay on top of my planning. I also use highlighters and I use whiteout, and all of these things just make the planning experience much easier for me. You may have planner pouches, you may use additional notebooks, you may have pens, you may have tabs, but you need to think about all of the additional things that you may need when you're thinking about the planner system for you. And of course, this may take some experimentation. You may have to figure out what things work best for the planner that you have. I don't suggest that you go out and buy all of the accessories just yet, but I do want you to just think about what could possibly be needed, because you may not want to purchase all of the extra accessories that you may need for that particular planning system. You may decide to go to a digital system because you don't want to buy all of the extras. So just thinking through, what are the extras that you may need? What are the things that may help you to use your planner? What may make it much easier for you to use your planner? And the seventh question that you need to ask yourself when you're picking the planner for you is, do you need multiple planners or just one? Now, I always highly recommend that people start with one planner. I feel like once you write out all of the things that you may need, all of the areas you may need, try and see if you can put it all within one planner. I have used multiple planners in the past and they have definitely worked for me. Currently, I really only have two planners in here right now. I have my life planner, and then I also have my budget planner, and then all of the other sections that I have in here are inserts that just help me with other areas of my life. But I do feel like if you use one planner, you're able to see what else you may need later on, instead of trying to buy all these multiple planners and end up not needing them. But I do want you to start thinking about the possibility of maybe needing multiple planners, or how you like to see information. I know I like to have a certain structure to my planning style, so if I was to add money in here as well, and all of my content and all of the other areas that I have tabs for, it would be overwhelming within this one planner. I probably would lose a lot of information within this planner. So inserts have helped me out a lot, and they aid within my planner. So I have, this is my full schedule, but then I do have some additional inserts that help me along with my schedule so that I can see the different things that I have going on in other areas of my life. You may end up doing something similar to this, where you use inserts or half sheets or other things that may help you aid within your planner, or you may decide to have multiple planners. If you do decide to have multiple planners, then you could select different planners that are specific for those areas that you know you need to plan. So you could have one for your life planning, you could have one for your budget. It could be very specific to how you like to see that information. So you really just need to think it through. How do you like to plan? Do you like to have multiple areas where you can section everything out and be able to see them on their own sheet, or do you need it all in one? You have to think that through. You might have to experiment once again with this to make sure what works best for you. But once you're able to answer that question, then it helps you to be able to pick the right planner for you. So guys, those are the 7 questions that you need to ask yourself to pick the right planner for you. Let me know in the comments below if you have any other additional questions that could help you select the right planner. And if you want more information, you want to figure out more about planning life and managing money, make sure that you check out my membership called The Organized You. Over on The Organized You, we have weekly classes. I have a private podcast. We also have planner downloads that will help you create a planner system like I currently have. And we do a book club every single month. So if you're interested in it, make sure that you check out the description box, and I will see you guys in my next video. Until then, keep organizing your life so that you can achieve your dreams. Bye, guys.